G'day there everyone, welcome to Movie Studio Zen. My name's Derek. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to export high quality Cineform format video using Vegas Pro or Vegas Movie Studio Platinum. If you'd like to follow along with the written guide, press that link there. For every single video tutorial I have ever made on this channel, I also write a detailed step-by-step article on the website. So today's tutorial can be done with both Vegas Pro and Vegas Movie Studio Platinum. So what is Cineform? Cineform is a high quality intermediate format video codec which is perfect for editing with. So why would you use Cineform? So there's a couple of different reasons why you may like to use it. Cineform is a good format for rendering with and then sending to another program where stuff has to be done, then that can be rendered again, then sent back to Vegas, that type of thing. But probably the number one reason why somebody I think might use it in Vegas is to deal with the dreaded preview lag. So an actual example would be if you're shooting with a video from a GoPro camera, that video is highly compressed. So when you're editing it with it, your CPU is having to decompress it in real time, and that's what creates lag. But if you first convert your videos into Cineform, which is a much higher quality format, it'll edit really smoothly, and you can also render with those same video files. You don't have to swap anything back in at the end. So, and another example, last example is, I know if anyone follows the Linus Tech Tips channel, every video they make, they convert it to Cineform before they start editing. So it's actually a pretty simple tutorial, so let's get on the computer and get straight into it. The Cineform codec does not come packaged with any version of Vegas. So we need to install it first before we can use it in Vegas. So how do we get a copy? A little bit of quick history. Back in, I think, 2011, the GoPro camera company officially bought Cineform, but they didn't really do much with it. The only thing they did do was they packaged the codec with their free program called GoPro Studio, which is an amazing little program. However, another weird thing that GoPro did is they stopped all development of GoPro Studio. They dumbed down their own software into this quick desktop bullshit thing, which is just crap. And you can no longer get GoPro Studio from the official GoPro website. The only good thing that GoPro has done with Cineform, it is now officially an open source project, which is great news. So how do we get this GoPro Studio? I've got a link in the description below, also in my article. Go to this software sharing website, GoPro Cineform Studio, and then press this green button, download it and install it. Once you do that, the codec will be in your computer ready for use. I can assure you this download link is safe. I've tested it with different programs. There's no nasty crap in it. Now you don't have to run the program. I'm just showing it here so you can see what it looks like. You don't have to do that. So let's get into Vegas and I'll show you how you can use it. Okay, so I've just put a little test video clip on the timeline. If you're using Vegas Pro, go File, Render As. If you're using Vegas Movie Studio Platinum, depends on what version you're using. You can either go Project, Render As, and end up in the same window as Vegas Pro uses. Or if you don't have that option, go Make Movie, Save to Hard Drive, Advanced Options, and then you're in the render as window. However, for the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to go back to Vegas Pro. So we'll go File, Render As, scroll down the bottom here and select Video for Windows. Then select one of these HD. It doesn't matter what template you start with, to be honest. Let's just select that one at the bottom there. Then press Customize Template. And this is where the good stuff happens. So first thing is make sure that you match your frame size and your frame rate correctly to the source video that you imported into the project. That's really important. So for mine, it's actually 29. Now my source video is actually interlaced, but I'm going to pretend it's progressive today because most people would be working with progressive video. So here, where it says video format, open it up and select Cineform codec. Then press the configure button. And here is the Cineform settings. So where it says encoded format, there's 3 different options. The one that 95% of people will use is the YUV 422, which is referring to the color space that it's working in. Most video you see that comes out of a camera or you upload to YouTube will be in the 420 color space. If you're doing really super high quality stuff, you may want to go to 444, but we'll stick to 422 for this tutorial. And then the second setting is the encoding quality. So for most people, low, medium or high, and as you progressively go higher, the file size is going to increase quite a bit. I normally use medium or high at the most. Now, as the name suggests, if you're doing something super high quality like scanning film, or you're going to do special effects with like alpha channel stuff, then maybe one of those options would be better. But remember, that's going to produce a much larger file size. I'll use high today. Okay. Once you've configured that, you're really ready to go. So what you might like to do is to then create a custom template. So I'm going to call this one, so let's call this 30p Cineform high quality. There you go. Press the save button. Check the audio. The audio is going to be uncompressed. That's good. Check your output folder. Always do that before you start a render. If you want to change the name of the file, you can do that right now. Then when you're ready to rock, press render. Now, because we created a custom template, it now appears in our list. So next time when you're doing a project, you don't have to go and reconfigure everything again. You can just pull it up here from one of the templates and press render. Now that video you've just rendered is now perfect to then import back into Movie Studio, and you will find that it will go smooth as silk in the preview window. You won't have all that preview lag. Quick final thing, if you want to inspect your file afterwards, if you're not aware of this tool, most people are, MediaInfo tool, links below. Download this little program, and I use this to inspect all video files. So here's our Cineform video. If we do a right click and select MediaInfo, we can see video format is Cineform, and we can see the bit rate there, 130 megabytes per second. So that was the high setting. And so that's the sort of stuff you can inspect if you want to do some experiments at the different settings. But that's it. That's the end of the tutorial, and see you in the next video. Bye.